Good morning, everyone. It's time to go on the record.
What I really want more than anything is to see a game plan, detailed game plan that the public can chew on.
Another call for Olympic fiscal clarity as new numbers surface about taxpayer bonds to build a stadium.
You can't lose $600,000+ worth of artwork in the city of Boston and have a good rationale for it.
No excuses. Boston's Mayor Marty Walsh gets impatient with the missing artworks. What should happen next at the BPL? We'll discuss. In less than a month, Dr. Tommy Chang takes over Boston's struggling public schools. He is making his OTR debut this morning. And
financing a new third Cape Cod bridge with private investment. Will it fly?
From WCPB Boston, the inside word from Washington to Beacon Hill. Today's newsmakers are going on the record.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Ed Harding, along with News Center 5's political reporter Janet Wu. Thank you for joining us this morning on OTR. Our guest this morning is Dr. Tommy Chang. He's a man who is up for a big challenge as the incoming Boston school superintendent. He is a former California charter school principal. For 3 years, he oversaw 130 LA schools in support and innovation. He has gained a reputation for collaboration and for allowing schools the flexibility to experiment. Dr. Chang immigrated from Taiwan as a boy. He's a graduate of the University of Pennsylvania with a doctorate in education from Loyola Marymount University. He is a big sports fan, and drumroll please, that an OTR first, he loves Dodger Stadium. But we'll fix that. We'll fix that quickly, Dr. Chang. Well, thank you for joining us. Great to see you. Great to have you.
So your arrival here in Boston has been very much anticipated. Your resume is very impressive, as Ed just pointed out. But the biggest concern among a lot of teachers in this community is your affinity for charter schools. Do you think Boston's 32 charter schools right now should be expanded? Should there be more?
I think my track record is that I support all public schools. I am going to be this incoming superintendent of Boston Public Schools. My priorities are to BPS. I will advocate and intensely support those schools. That being said, I will not ever advocate against any children. So I believe in high quality schools across the city.
So do you think there should be more charter schools in a city like Boston, the size of Boston, the number of kids that go to school here?
I think there should be high quality schools, period. So whether they are traditional public schools or they are charter schools, there needs to be high quality schools.
In other words, you're not ready to say at this point.
Absolutely. I don't think it would be fair for me to say that.
Your daughter attends charter school in Los Angeles? Did she? Does she?
Actually, my daughter has attended both charter schools and traditional public schools.
She has done both?
Yeah, she has absolutely done both.
So what will she be attending here when you move here, when the family moves here?
Don't know, but I'm going to put her in the system and see where she ends up going to school.
So let's take a look at this graphic. There are right now 57,000 students at 128 Boston schools. 3/4 of the population speaks another language at home, and 3 out of 4 live near or below the poverty line. So where do you start when you see these numbers?
So as an immigrant to this country, I came when I was 6 years old, and if it wasn't for teachers who loved me and cared for me deeply, not only would I have not learned the language, but I wouldn't be kind of the success I am today. So I'm just a deep believer when you have quality teaching and learning going on in quality schools, we can serve all kids, whether they are English learners, students with special needs, or students have other demands in their lives.
Doesn't the job, though, become more difficult, for example, if as we mentioned, 3 out of 4, they speak another language at home. So whatever happens at school needs to be extended at home all the time, and perhaps it can't be because of a language barrier. Does that become a big hurdle to clear?
I think we have demonstrated in education that just because you speak another language does not mean that you cannot learn. I actually would love to share my personal story because I came to this country already knowing 2 languages. And my parents wanted me to only speak English. And I actually felt that was unfortunate.
Limiting.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Because they didn't deeply respect Chinese and Taiwanese because they had this intense desire for me to learn English. But I don't believe that. I think kids can learn in many languages.
What about the poverty, the rate of poverty? Like, you came from LA just now. How do the numbers they are compared to the numbers here in Boston when it comes to not only language, but also the poverty level?
Yeah, I served 95,000 kids in Los Angeles, 97% of which were students of poverty. It is about a whole community wrapping supports around their children. They need to come to safe environments in schools where learning can take place, and we need to ensure that they get home safely as well.
Can you give us one or two examples of how, like, what are the keys to ensuring that that happens?
I think the most important thing is creating a positive support system at schools. As a principal, every child that came into school, I would greet them in the morning.
You knew their names, right?
I knew their name. I would joke I would know them by the back of their heads.
Yeah.
So if they're running away from me, I would say, Joey, please turn around.
Right.
And that's important. And I would always say something about them. I would say, hey, nice shoes. Oh, thank you for turning your homework yesterday. Hey, did you get a chance to remind Ms. Cahill that you're not going to be coming to school tomorrow? That's really important.
Do you think that culture exists here in Boston right now from what you've seen? I know you haven't even started the job yet, but you've been talking to people, listening to people.
I have visited several schools and have been so inspired by the committed adults in the buildings. Teachers and administrators have the best of intentions. Let me give you one example. I had a chance to go Boston International last week and sat down with some students who recently came to this country. And I asked them a question, do you enjoy school? And each one of those kids said to me, I have never been at a school where I felt so intensely loved by the staff. So, very clear to me.
The high school graduation rate in Boston is just a tick under 67%. And for major American cities in the country, that's low. That's on the lower end. New York, Chicago, San Francisco, LA have higher graduation rates. So what kind of a goal are you setting for the Boston Public Schools?
Actually, I was really surprised to see that number being so low. I know we can do better. Over the course of the next 100 days, we're going to define some very clear metrics for how we are going to hold ourselves accountable. And we are going to create a performance meter, and we're going to hold ourselves accountable for meeting benchmarks. We need to be doing better.
Would you hope it would happen? Obviously, you would hope it would happen rapidly, but do you have a goal like 3 years, 5 years? You want to get it to 80% or whatever the number is?
I don't have that number, but in Los Angeles, we were able to improve graduation rates by 15% over a course of 2.5 years.
You ready for the OTR pop quiz?
Oh, let's do it.
All right. Boy, that was confident. So let's do it. All right.
Have you been warned about this yet?
I've been told by many people.
Okay.
As long as you answer Fenway Park to everything, you'll be fine. Since you are new to Boston, we thought maybe a little OTR pop quiz on our local culture might be appropriate. So question one, our so-called hack holidays are Evacuation Day and Bunker Hill Day. They are unique to Massachusetts. Both mark events in Boston's colonial past. What event happened on Evacuation Day?
I do not know. Actually.
The British forces leave. 11-month siege of Boston ended when the Continental Army fortified Dorchester Heights in early 1776. Question two, your home state of California has a population of almost 39 million people. Ballpark, just so you know, you don't have to be exact. But what's the population of your new home in the state of Massachusetts?
Let me take a guess. 5 million?
6.7 is pretty close, but I'll give it to you. That's
thank you.
You're in the right ballpark.
There are about 625 in Boston.
Even though you said Dodger Stadium, we'll get you in this ballpark. We continue on the record with Dr. Chang. Stay with us.